Hi. So I am calling this nomad paralysis. Maybe there is already a term that sounds less aggressive, but the point of this is for all those people who are about to become a nomad, who want to live this type of life, I want to give you a couple of ideas for you to keep in your mind so you don't get frustrated by this, and you have more chances of succeeding at having a very fulfilling nomad life. To begin with, you have to come to terms with the idea that we are homeless. Legally, we are homeless because we don't have a sticks and bricks and a fixed address. So we are homeless people. We know we are not homeless because we were pushed into homelessness by adverse situations in our lives. We chose to do this. It's a lifestyle. So we prefer to call ourselves houseless people because we choose not to have a house. If I think of just going back to living between four walls, I feel bad. There is a pit, there is a hole in the pit of my stomach. I don't like the idea of thinking that I will ever be comfortable living in a house. So this is a lifestyle, we choose this, and if you are about to do the same thing, if you're about to be a nomad, you have to know that the first 21 days, it's like, you probably know this, 21 days is what takes our brain to get used to a new routine. If you change anything in your life, your brain is not going to fully adapt to your new lifestyle for 3 weeks. So you have to give yourself 3 weeks to tolerate your change of moods and everything, because this is not an easy life. It is fantastic, but not easy. You have to learn a lot. You have to learn how to find places where to camp, and you have to learn what you really need. Maybe you did as I did. I put so many things in my van, there was no room for myself. That is a process that is going to take forever. Understanding what you really, really want, what you need, what you want to have. I laugh because there are so many nomads out there that say they are minimalists, and I crack up because you see their vans and they're full of things and they keep buying things on Amazon or wherever. They keep stuffing things in their vans. They are not minimalists. Very few people understand the concept of minimalism. In my case, I have 2 plates. I have 3 knives, 2 forks, 2 spoons. That's it. I don't even have a glass. The other day, someone gave me a teeny jar of peach jam that was delicious. And yes, I know it's not keto or carnivore, but it was delicious. And I kept the little jar. Now I have a glass, 1 glass. Otherwise, I always have my bottle with me. That's it. You learn to have as few things as necessary, so you don't have too much. That is being minimalist, and that is what you will learn. Your comfort zone, your areas. Okay, I don't need this, I don't need that, or yes, I want to have all of this. Whatever your style is, you will define it, but the first 3 weeks, the thought of not being productive is going to surprise you at every corner. At the turn of every corner, you're going to catch yourself thinking, what the heck am I doing? Why did I choose to do this? And that is fine. Just remember, you put some effort into building this lifestyle. Keep going. Set yourself for 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks. Learn. My friend Deb, she has, on purpose, she put herself through parking at a Love's gas station, parking at outside of an emergency room in a hospital, parking at Cracker Barrel, parking at Walmart, parking at every possibility that exists. She put herself through that to learn what it feels like. So use yourself as your guinea pig. Go for it. Enjoy the process. But remember, your brain is going to make you feel you are not doing what you should be doing, because we were trained to be productive for society, to work hard and make money and save money and invest and this and that, wherever. And now we are going against all of that. And your brain is going to play tricks with you. Your brain is going to say, why are you here? What am I going to do with my life? Don't freak out. Keep going. You will get the hang of it and you will love it. If you don't, you go back to sticks and bricks, and that's fine. Now, what I call nomad paralysis is a phenomenon that happens to probably all of us, and this is how it worked. This is how it worked for me. If I am in an area where I am very comfortable, right now I am in the National Forest outside of Santa Fe, and apart from the dirt that is horrible, it's a fantastic place, beautiful place. You can see the mountains, lots of junipers. I love junipers. And it's a peaceful place and nobody bothers you. It's a great place. So it becomes a little difficult to take the decision of getting out of here. So it happens to me in Paramp also. When I am in Paramp, I go like, oh, why do I have to leave? I love it here. And I may overstay. But also, it's like, you know you want to go someplace, but suddenly you don't feel like driving all the many miles to that place. And maybe the temperatures are not ideal in the place where you're going to, or maybe it's raining somewhere, and you start setting up excuses, and you don't know where to go, and you don't know where you want to be or what you will be doing there, because you haven't done much research, and you had a to-do list or places to visit list, but maybe it's just a thing. You're comfortable in one place and suddenly you realize you're stuck. You're not moving. And you don't have to move if you don't want to, but there is a part of you that says, oh, we could be hiking, I don't know what, or something. And you don't know, since you're going to cross through that city, you don't know whether you're going to take some time visiting the actual city and go into a museum or something, or you're going to drive just right through it to another place. But I don't feel like going. And maybe you were with friends, you were camping with friends, and everybody's gone and you're alone. and you go like, oh, where do I go now? Where are the people that I could join and stay with them some days? Personally, I prefer to camp alone because I am an introvert, and even though I look like an extrovert, after a little bit I get exhausted. So I am fine with having a few conversations, great people, I love it, but then I need to be some days by myself to rebuild myself. So, and if you do that a little more than usual, you may find yourself totally paralyzed. You cannot make the decision of going to one particular place because you start thinking, oh, there are so many choices. What could I do? And if I go north, it is snowing there, or it is, and you start setting up excuses. My message is, it may happen to you that you get paralyzed and you cannot take a decision, and that's okay, because then you find a break and you move and you go to one of those places you had in your list. But then when you get there, like for example, when I first got to Santa Fe, I needed 2 or 3 days to relax, because the big challenge we have as nomads is putting ourselves in unusual places, unusual situations every day. It is so easy to live in a house and to turn the key, walk in, the light is here, the faucet is there, and do the same things over and over again. It is so easy, you don't have to think. There is no stress. When you're traveling like we do, and you get to a new city, you don't know where you are. That is challenging. It is scary. You may get scared just out of being out of your element. And that is okay, because in 2 or 3 days, you feel better. What I do every time I get to a city, a new place that I am not familiar with, first of all, I try to find a place where to camp. And I may go there and stay there for a couple of days to decompress. And then I start exploring around. Or if I get to a city, because I have to get to a city in order to keep going, I first try to go to a city park. So I can park there and just relax and watch a movie or something, and there are people walking by and cars and whatever. And until the night comes, in which case I may go to Walmart or Cracker Barrel or something, at least I relaxed. And that city is now the real place where I am. It's not just a place where you drive around without knowing where to go. A city park usually helps me ground a little bit. And since I have Lua, going to an off-leash park is a great excuse to do the same thing. So I walk into the off-leash park. Lua has some time to play and run like crazy and everything. And I relax and I decompress. And I plan for the next day or for that night. And just baby steps, because it will happen that you will have a bad mood day and you're in a new place and you have no idea what the heck you're doing with your life. Just remember, you're having the most fantastic lifestyle that we can aspire to. I mean, I could aspire to be Paris Hilton and stay in a fantastic new different spa every day. But I'm not Paris Hilton, and I chose this life on purpose because I wanted to feel free And I am doing it almost 3 years now. So I am living my dream. I wanted to live this. So if you have been preparing yourself for this lifestyle, just know that not every day is going to be a happy day, because we are humans. Our moods change with the moon. I don't know. And there will be days when you will want to dig a hole and hide. I do that in my van. I just park my van in a nice place. I open my windows a little bit and I relax. And that is my little hole, my little private space where to hide. So just know there will be days when it's raining or windy or dusty or muddy, and you will feel like, what the heck, why am I doing this? And you just allow yourself time. Our system is very resilient. You are going to be happy again, and you are going to be enthusiastic about doing a new thing or going after a new adventure. And the bad day, just try to take naps, relax. Life is amazing. And I can tell you one thing. If you endure the first 3 weeks, if you allow yourself the time to enjoy the beautiful weather, the amazing sunset, or if you like to get up early, enjoy the fantastic sunrise, whatever you find on the road is going to be a new surprise every day. That's amazing. I never had that when I lived in between 4 walls. I was dependent on the news on TV and always with my nerves and on alert. And I never had so much fun and peace at the same time. There should be a word for the mixture of fun and peace. Funnies, I don't know, something. It's good. It feels amazing after some time. Take it from someone who has been doing this for almost 3 years. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So, if you are about to become a nomad, just know your brain is going to play tricks with you. You know better. Allow your brain to go into those and then bring it back from there and enjoy your day. Thank you so much for being here. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share this with someone that is about to become a nomad, because the doubts will be there, the double guessing will be there. It's part of being human. But this type of life is one of the best parts of being a human being. I promise. Thank you very much. Take care. Have a beautiful day.